Okay, famous baby. All hands on deck. Want to give a big shout out to my brother out of Duncanville, Big Sad, 6'7". I got mine, 6'4", baby. This is for brothers 6 feet and up. You know what it is. You 6 feet and up, we're above average height and everything else wise. Stay above average. Just got to get my money up too. So today we're going to be doing a response video. We're just going to be analyzing and listening to one of our sisters out of the state of Michigan. And here at Wide Awake Original Man, we're coming straight out of the Bible, the book of Isaiah, where he says in the 3rd chapter, starting in the 13th verse, 3:13, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. He's kind of like the godfather of this whole thing. We got to give praise for the good brother. May he rest in peace and may his legacy continue to move forward in making our people accountable. Making our people accountable. Say what's up, baby. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. So 3:13, Kevin Samuels was born March 13th. So we're coming out of the book of Isaiah. And God is going to raise or going to judge the house of Judah. And he says their women rule over them. So God puts a lot of focus on the women in this particular chapter. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He went viral during the time of a pandemic. He went viral during the virus. So let's just do a little analysis. Just listen to it. I'm going to say a few things, but I want you to just listen to what my sister is saying. Check out the dynamics.
She's an Aries, an event planner, 31. She has 4 boys, actually. A 3-year-old twin, 5-year-old twin, and a 1-year-old. What kind of man you looking for?
So far, I haven't been picky, so maybe that's my issue.
You said you have not been picky?
I haven't.
Okay, so now you want to be picky. So tell me what you desire
Picky
now.
as far as, obviously, I don't mind dating someone who has kids.
Okay.
And I would prefer someone who is a full-time parent, not like a weekend parent or something like that.
So you want somebody that already has kids that's a full-time parent?
Yes.
Okay, so you want somebody, so does that mean the kids live with them already?
It could be either or.
Okay. Okay, what else?
I'm not really picky. I'm okay with people being from different backgrounds and accepting them for who they are, respectable people. Obviously, if I have sons, someone that could be a possible decent male role model, male figure.
Oh, I like how they say that. Male role model. Male role model. To model a role, as opposed to saying stepfather. Now, one reason why I prefer the term stepfather, because it at least implies that she's going to get married. And maybe the boys will grow up seeing her mother legitimized by a man and seeing that happen, because really that's the ideal situation. That is the ideal situation. However, we are listening to a woman who's had 4 children among 3 different men. Again, I put another video up on my page where there was a woman who had 4 children by 3 different men. And what did we discover? Of course, when women are talking about dating, they're talking about it's time to have sex. They're not worried about courtship. So this is what we advocate here. We advocate, let your father get involved. Let someone who loves you as a man get involved with this dating thing. So at least she's looking for a male role model.
Okay, are you picky when it comes to ethnicity? Does he have to be a certain race?
No, I haven't dated outside of my race, but I'm not picky with that either.
Okay, so he doesn't have to be, Black.
No.
Do you have any strong deal breakers?
Lying, people that don't take care of their children.
That's good.
Good. I'm not a big smoker or drinker, so I'm not truly against it, but I would prefer not to.
Well, look, she's not a big smoker or drinker, but she is big. She is admitting implicitly that she is big. She's not a big smoker, meaning she's a big woman who does not smoke, but we know that she does other things as a big woman. Many times, ladies, what you settle for is based on what you require of yourself. And my sister, she's a little overweight. So it makes sense. It makes sense. She's got the fake eyelashes. She's got the hair. Or maybe she has the short hair thing going on. You know, and the Bible does talk about this in the book of Isaiah in the 3rd chapter, that God would strike at the daughters of Zion, meaning Black women in America. He would strike at their hair. He would replace the hair with baldness because of their rebellion.
What else? If you've been a murderer or serious felonies, like that kind of stuff, obviously. But other than that, no, I'm very open-minded. We put limitations on the type of people that we involve ourselves with. Sometimes I would get it for like, you don't want to be involved in criminal activity or something like that, but I feel like we should give different people a chance.
Okay, so no criminal activities under the right circumstance.
No criminal activity.
Oh, I think we should give them a certain chance. I got confused.
No, I'm just saying we should allow different types of people. So it's not to say, hey, I only want a tall guy, I only want this, da, 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 da. What if the person that I'm supposed to be with is actually short or big or whatever? And they might be good for me, but I overlook them because of my preferences.
Got you. I feel you on that. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, but at least be able to take care of himself.
Okay. Do you have a babysitter on the side? You said you go out on a date tonight on a Thursday night. You got a babysitter on deck?
I'm taking myself on a date, Keisha.
I know, but who's on
yeah, my kids. Yeah, I have a nanny.
You have a nanny?
I do.
Okay, she got a nanny. So that means you have someone that will allow you to date.
Yeah.
Okay, she got a nanny. Does the guy got to be in Detroit?
No, not at all.
That's it.
Oh, I'm dating myself. I'm dating myself. Dating yourself is much like masturbation. You really can't have sex without a partner. You can't. You can't date yourself. You can get to know yourself. You can study yourself, but you cannot date yourself. This is for the audience. Don't use this terminology.
You have to be in Detroit. Okay. You said he can have kids himself, right?
Yes.
So when was your last relationship?
I've never seriously been in a relationship, like a committed one. I've had the situationships, and yes, I do have children, but it wasn't because they were like committed relationships.
So all the guys that you have kids by, I know the last one you said it was a one night stand. What about the 5-year-old dad?
I didn't require a relationship. I just wasn't interested in myself. I didn't know that's what I really wanted.
Yeah. So again, keep in mind, the word dating means ready to have sex. She's looking for someone to have sex with. The word dating basically means I'm in heat. And when a woman is in heat, her what she will settle for, quote unquote, settle for, there is no settling when it comes to who you're in heat with. You're definitely going to get exactly what you deserve when you're in heat. That's the sex. That's the sexual desire. It gives you exactly what you are.
And is that true for the 5-year-old father too?
I tried with him, but he was like a mama boy.
Okay.
And I'm like,
so the 8-year-old father, you didn't require a relationship with him either?
No, we tried. It's just we weren't competitive.
So what does try mean? Because
we dated, and we tried to do the relationship thing, but I wasn't interested.
So are you interested now?
Yes, I am interested in trying a relationship, trying to have a committed relationship because I just wasn't interested in it before.
You know what? I understand that to a certain degree, right? Your first child, I get it. But I'm wondering why, after you had a baby the first time, why the next 2 men you had children with, it wasn't, at least for you, a requirement.
Get her. No, I'm just playing. Accountability is good.
Was the child a requirement for the relationship?
No, what I'm saying is, listen, we all do life, right? And nobody's perfect, so it's not necessarily a judgment cast but I'm curious because you're saying you have 4 children and you're being honest that you didn't require a relationship with any of the children's dads. You have 3 different dads. So my question is, after you had a baby by your first child's father, the child now is 8, why didn't you get in mode before I have another child, I need to at least be in a relationship? Why wasn't it a requirement with any of the children's fathers, but now you want to make it a requirement for a relationship?
No, it's not. I'm not making it a requirement now, like saying that, oh no, it gotta be this way, because obviously if I've done it in the past, but you have experiences and you learn from your experiences. When I was dating, whether or not it got serious or not, during that time I had a child, I chose to be more responsible with my decisions of having a child or whatever. Because most people be like, oh, have an abortion or whatever like that. But at the time, my choice, my personal choice, or whether or not me and the father, we decided to have a child. And then after that, yeah, of course, you may not want to make the same mistake again, but sometimes you can't control every single aspect of life. And then once you go through life, if it happens again, per se, like
you can control. She just admitted she doesn't have any self-control. And that makes sense. It makes sense because as goes the physical body and the physical eating, so goes the sex. If you can control what you're eating, you can definitely control your sexual urge, because your sexual urge is not as great as your physical urge for eating, and your eating urge is no greater than breathing. Breathing is the most essential thing. If you can control your breathing, you can control your eating, you can definitely control who you have sex with.
No, I wasn't planning on being in a situation again where we were in a family and we weren't committed to each other. But
well, let me ask you this: were you guys using protection? Was it an accident, like you got pregnant, or was you not on birth control?
With my plan, yeah, I used the condom for the plan B, all that stuff. Some stuff just supposed to happen at that point. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I can never try to date again because I had kids. And sometimes that's how dating is. Well, they look at you because you have children. Like, okay, we got kids, this, that. Or people feel like your decisions on why you have children versus someone who decides why they don't want to have a child. It just depends based on the person's circumstances at the time.
No, I get that. So let me ask you this. You said you couldn't control. Moving forward, will you require a commitment before sex?
Yes. So not like personal commitment, like I'm dating more of a person, basically.
Well, no, I don't think it's a bad requirement for a woman to say, if I'm sleeping with you, I'm your girlfriend.
No, that's not bad at all. But I'm an adult, so I got needs and wants and stuff.
Oh, she kind of got weak on us. I can understand it. Again, this is why. Replace the word dating with having sex. She is very comfortable with the idea of not requiring relationship in order for her to have sex, because she wants to have sex. This means that she's in a rulership position over the situation rather than the man. Book of Isaiah, women rule over them. Man, this is a sign that we have to get control of our sexual appetite. We just cannot give sex to just anybody. It's dangerous. We can't just keep validating situations, agreeing to treat our women this way, and then expect our women to be women that we want to be with. It's insanity, and we got to get better.
So I'm guessing I'm asking, okay, well, let's jump into this question fast. When was your last relationship? Was it, because you didn't, so you never was in a relationship?
Right, I was saying I never been in a
Right, okay, so when was the last time you was intimate with a person?
It's been about 3 months.
3 months. So, okay, so it's fair to say that you're still willing to have sex without a commitment.
That's fair to say.
I think if you want to be in a relationship, that should be your new rule. Because now, and this should be a rule for any woman, because what happens is this, and it's only if you have the requirement of a relationship. There are some women who are just getting it in. They don't want a relationship, they want to have fun. That's what they want. More kudos to you. But you'll see there's tons of men that will have sex with you.
Right.
But there's not tons of men always that are willing to commit in a relationship with you. And if having a relationship is important, maybe just try it out and say, if I can't be your girlfriend, I can't have sex with you.
Uh-oh,
But
she didn't like that. She did. Look at her response to that. She changed body position.
Not tons of men always that are willing to commit in a relationship with you. And if having a relationship is important, maybe just try it out and say, if I can't be your girlfriend, I can't have sex with you.
She don't like
but
that.
do you think that's what it is? Do you think
Absolutely. You're
100%? You think that, okay, of course, when you're dating someone,
you wouldn't have the kids you have right now if that was your requirement.
not necessarily true.
Okay,
I'm personally saying that I was not in a relationship or interested in a relationship at that time. I was young, having fun, whatever. My goal wasn't, hey, I'm ready to do this at that moment. That just wasn't my personal interest. Or during that time of maturity, okay, hey, yes. Regardless if I had children or not, I just wasn't mature enough for a relationship. Now that I've had the experience, it's like, okay, hey, yes, I'm considering this. These are the things that I'm interested in now. It doesn't matter if I was interested in being sexually active or not.
When a woman says she's not mature enough for a relationship, this is what she's really saying. She's saying that let me just say this, it's up to us as men to give them the legitimacy of a relationship, to give our light and attention to her, and in front of the public, in a public way. That's what the relationship is. It's public. Everyone knows about it. This is my woman. She's in relationship to me. She is in relationship to me, meaning that I'm her man and she is my wife. She belongs to me. So when she says she's not ready or not mature enough for a relationship, what she's saying is she does not want to measure up to the standard. She's not ready to control the access to her own body. She just wants anyone to get up inside of her. That at root is what she's saying. And men and women, you got to understand that women, if you're saying stuff like this is at root. What's at stake is your own chastity.
It doesn't matter if that what it was, that wasn't my interest at the time.
Well, the reason why it should matter is because now you're single looking for another guy to enter your life, and he got to accept you with 4 boys. And he also has to be like, okay, you had 4 boys, I'm quite sure they're beautiful boys and they're blessings. But because you didn't require commitment from any of your 3 baby daddies, you're looking for a new guy to sign up and join life.
No. See, that's the way, I think that's the way guys think. I'm starting to see.
Well, don't you want to hear what guys think? You're looking for a guy or a woman.
No, but when you say it that way, it does sound very negative.
Well, that's the way guys, what you just said, that's the way.
Yeah, it is. That is exactly.
And the reason, let me tell you this, the reason why guys think this way, and I dig deeper with it, any real man is going to be a provider.
Right.
So his mindset is, am I willing to provide for you
and the children
that comes with it? And that's the kind of man you would want to acquire.
Right.
So any real man is thinking about that. That's why sometimes some men say, I don't want women with children or multiple men. And then also he has to say, I don't know the situation with your 3 baby daddies. Are they cool? Are they going to give me drama?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be arguing with 3 different men? So whether you want to accept it or not, you do got to understand the guy's perspective when he comes into your world.
I do, and I totally understand what you're saying.
Right, and so, I mean, listen, life is here, you know.
So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Listen, check this video out for yourself. It's very interesting. It's full of things that she's saying. And again, this is not a judgment against my sister. What this is a learning lesson, because these are women who are offering to share their thoughts, their perspective, and their viewpoint. And many of them are samples of the greater population that we live in. And so salute to the woman, salute to Kendra G for providing this platform. And of course, salute to the Godfather, rest in peace to the Godfather. Check it out. This is your brother, K Famous, Wide Awake Original Man.